I don't know if the mic's connected. Testing, testing, testing. Today I'm going to walk you through how I start a granny square using worsted weight yarn. This is the same square I use in my blanket pattern I've been working on, but don't worry, you can use this tutorial to make any granny square project you want. Now I do mine a little bit different than the traditional method. I like to turn my work after every round and then slip stitch back into the chain space to keep things looking even. It helps the square stay flat and not get that twisty lean that sometimes happens. So if that's ever bugged you, this method might be your new favorite. All right, grab your yarn and a hook that matches the weight. I'm using worsted weight here because it's easier to see on camera, but seriously, use whatever yarn makes you happy. We're going to start with a magic ring. If you don't like magic rings, no biggie. You can chain 4 and slip stitch to make a ring instead. Now chain 3, that'll count as your first double crochet, and then work 2 more double crochets into the ring. Chain 2, then make another cluster of 3 double crochets. We're aiming for 4 corners total, so repeat that until you've got 4 sets of 3 double crochets with a chain 2 space between each one. Then slip stitch into the top of your starting chain to close the round. Now go ahead and turn your work. To start round 2, slip stitch over until you're back in the next chain space. That's your corner. Chain 3, then 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 3 more double crochets in the same space. That's your first corner done. Move to the next corner space and you'll do the same thing. 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Once you've worked all 4 corners, slip stitch to the top of the starting chain 3 to close it up. Then, turn your work again. Each round from here is just building on that. In the corners, keep doing 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and when you start getting side spaces between corners, just pop a regular 3 double crochet cluster into those. No chains between the sides, just the clusters. Now if you're curious, this is the exact method I use on my blanket pattern. The twist is, instead of starting with 1 granny square, I start with 2, join them together, and then build out using the granny stitch from there. It gives a fun, unique look, and I made mine with velvet yarn so it's extra soft and cozy. I'll have that pattern up soon, but in the meantime, feel free to use this tutorial to make your own version in whatever yarn you've got handy. Thanks for watching and happy stitching.